All right, we're back with another. Well, actually, so we're back with Control, but mainly we're back with a round or a bunch of things. So some of this we're not going to play redaction.
Oh, it's because there's only a singular thing taken out.
Yeah, so we're not going to play a whole lot of redaction Mad Libs with things where it's only like one or two. But when it's heavily redacted, oh boy, you better bet we're going to play some Mad Libs. Anyway, so while Shell drinks her tea, and while mine cools a little bit, I'm going to drink... I'm going to read some lore out.
Okay.
So, data breach. Last month, our on-site server experienced an intrusion by unauthorized users. After a thorough investigation, it was confirmed that the users only accessed a video file, which contained portions of various Dr. Darling presentations. Investigators were able to track the users through their IP addresses. The following are confirmed identities of these users. Blah, blah, blah. These individuals are in breach of Bureau Code 91 and have been placed under surveillance by our external investigation team, where their action is pending. Huh. Director Trench photograph. Outline security log.
Okay, this is interesting. All visitors must check in. So these were the months leading up to... So it was Director Trench, Bill Everett, Director Trench, Everett, Trench.
And then somebody called Carol Bishop.
Yeah, Carol Bishop. That's not the lady that we've been talking to, right?
No, I don't think so.
I thought Bishop was one of the other board members or something.
No, it says Bishop is a custodian.
Oh,
but we haven't seen her yet.
Oh.
Alberto Tomasi's ID.
Tomasi's ID.
Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. Research. Okay. Let's see. Time for some Mad Libs. Why is there blood pouring out of the mailroom? Because people died. Okay, this is a lot. Got anything more? I should probably explain this to people that have not caught this before. Do you see all the black, the redactions here? This,
Wander's having his fun.
This. Effectively, I want you guys to fill in the blanks. What did this say before the government redacted everything?
But you're doing it Mad Lib style.
So yeah, all I need is an organization. We could go with Men in Black. Yeah, let's go with MIB. Okay, so I'm going to read this out loud now that I've got the whole thing. So, examination of paranatural topics, technological limitations of the oldest house. Summary, the oldest house imposes certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any spatula signals. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of the collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new. In the cultural zeitgeist, I think that's actually just the right word, maybe, for the oldest house to eating twixt them.
Well, to eat them.
Yeah.
Would probably,
yeah. So let's go with eat them. So yeah. Let's go back to redo that one. So if the power of the collective unconsciousness is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural zeitgeist for the oldest house to eat them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles.
I don't know if the next one is good to read aloud, though, in this context.
Yeah, that's a bad one. Let's go with a... Okay, I got a better one. Okay, let's see. So similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving at too fast a pace for the bludgeoning to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. MIB agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. That actually almost makes sense. That's close. Let's see. So yeah, we do have to worry about context a little bit. Most of the time, not so much so, but that's okay. Anyway, so, next up, urban legends.
Oh no.
Okay. Examination of paranatural topics. Urban legends. Summary. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain cats informed by our own Disney animations and popularized by our media. That's actually really on point. We've additionally proven that urban legends can be artificially levitated in popular culture using Mount Doom, our bureau-made anthology television program. Wow, I would watch Mount Doom.
Mount Doom.
Like, seriously, if there was like a government propaganda channel that's just blank-faced and a little over the top, just called Mount Doom, I'd probably tune in. Anyway, once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details. Certain paranatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore. AWEs that only occur on tea time. A pair of scissors that consume human teeth through two punctures. Wait, no. Consume human tonsils through two punctures on the teeth. These details, living in the minds of so many, have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children. They are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Refer to file blah 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 for the full report.
Wait, could you imagine someone's tonsils being pulled through two incisions in teeth?
That's why I kind of went with it, because it was just concerning. Okay, floppy disk. Noun or adjective?
Actually,
oh boy.
Maybe we didn't need the verb at all. That sounds like a location.
Nope. It's fine.
Oh, all right.
Well, we could do a location.
But
oh, wait, no. That'd be a person. Maybe?
No. If it's bound to blank for research.
Oh, yeah. It would be a location.
It would be a location.
Yeah, so we need a second location.
Sorry. The reason why I'd said a verb was because I thought that it was bound to explode, bound to do something for research. Nah.
Okay, so I need a location.
Yeah, another location would be good.
Dimsdale. I like Dimsdale.
All right, have what you need?
Yep. Okay. Floppy disk. Oops. OOP5KE. Containment procedure. Must be contained in a cell with no other loose material. Description. Para-utility. The object is an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically lift material and throw it a short distance. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.15 for more information. The object is currently bound to Dimsdale for research purposes. That's also supposed to be a person, probably, because it's bound to a person. But I don't know, it doesn't matter. Anyway, background. Stolen from a Soviet military base located in Black Mesa by agents Biggs and Wedge within the CIA. The diskette contained launch codes to greasy missiles, believed to be reserved for use against geese. After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team. An informant in the CIA tipped the bureau off, and it was requisitioned by agents the next day. Hotline. Okay, done. Let's see. Hotline. OOP3UE. Containment procedure. Objects should be inaccessible for use except to the director. Description, para-utility. Object is a 1960s-era red Bakelite telephone. The rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs 15 stones. The object allows the director to communicate with the shinobi assassins. If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal distress. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.6 for more information. The object is currently bound to Director Trench. So yeah, bound means it's like attuned to them. Background. The object spontaneously manifested in the director's office, placed on the desk. Director Northmore was the first known bureau agent to use it. A battery of tests were run on the object, including organization and ingesting, but its origin remains unknown.
Someone tried to eat it, you're saying?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm just imagining a bunch of federal agents trying to lick the phone and, like, just, like, jam the receiver into their face and not working.
Oh my. Wander, why are we doing this? How many more do we have?
Some of the... I might skip this one.
Mm-hmm.
Both of these seem kind of uninteresting. Because, yeah, it's just located at location and then number.
Which
Not
have been
super
connected to a number of disappearances and then several days later.
Whereas, like, this one's kind of considerable.
Okay.
So
Fine.
we're only going to do the fun ones and not just, like...
Oh, that was acquired in 1964.
Okay. So, service weapon OOP-1 KE. Containment procedure, no unique procedures required. Description, parautility. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows parautilitarians to taste. This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of senior file distribution manager. The object will determine whether they are slippery. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. This process is dictated by the stapler, though their criteria is unknown. Background. I guess it probably would have been better as an organization, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Background. The object was discovered inside the oldest house, in the room that is now used as the director's office. The popular hypothesis
is that it
ignites many forms throughout history. Unless the universe implodes. Kind of loses it there. That one's kind of tough because of how big it is. Mjolnir, Excalibur, Varanastra, all weapons that test the worth of their wielders. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of the event. If this is the case, get out of the building. See Dr. Darling. Okay, so let's run around for a little bit. I'll keep collecting these, and
and then we'll have a real lore reading.
We could do some real lore readings, or I'll just collect forms and ask people, like, hey, I need nouns, verbs, and a bunch of other garbage. And for Mad Libs. And then we do the full reading. And you can do the lore reading at some other point. I don't know. Anyway. Okay. So now that we've got that out of the way, we want to go back to Emily. Oh, right. I can just warp. I don't actually have to walk. That's nice. Whoops.
Oh.
Vandalism. There we go. I should make sure. I should check something. Because this is the press version. There might be another version that I can load up for this game.
Oh.
We'll do it next time.
Will there be a stopping point in the press version?
I have no idea. I don't think so. I don't know what the differences are. They sent me both. Hello?
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms? The hiss? Sorry. You made it. I'm glad.
Emily? Let's talk.
Of course.
So you got some more documents?
Yep.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown.
Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests. I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself.
Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
What?
Is it open to the street, or is this just a maintenance? Oh no, this is a giant reactor, or... Ooh. No, I thought for a moment it was going out to the street and I was worried. But no.
Oh.
An unknown caller.
So I got ability points. I should probably figure out how to actually use some of these things. Because I haven't figured that out yet. I can deconstruct stuff. Let's see. Launch energy cost. I can deconstruct these, but that's not what I want. What I want to unlock or improve?
Oh, these are memories.
I think we'd already seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've seen all of these.
These are all the pertinent cutscenes.
Okay. Oh. Upgrade and unlock new abilities from the nearest control point. There's my answer. Also, we should probably keep talking to her.
Hi, Jesse.
Oh, what's the Hedron? Did we already ask about
Yeah,
the
HRAs
resonance?
are the things on her chest.
Oh yeah, we did. Okay.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more
Behedron.
questions soon.
Just let me know.
Weird. It was like implying that I should talk
Do
to
you
her
hear
because she
that?
had a...
Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
Uh-oh.
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
They say the new director can launch objects up to 20 feet.
Bullshit. We've never
Okay.
recorded any distance over 5.
Oh. So kill enemies without dying. We'll get a random common weapon mod. Kill Hiss guards. Okay, so these are just side quests. Astral constructs. Weapon forms and mods. Oh. So I can construct Shatter. Stopping power. Let's see. So I can construct Shatter. Or we can also make common mods. Upgrade. To allow higher tier mods, but we need a threshold remnant. We haven't seen one of those. So I guess I'm going to get Shatter. Okay, so what abilities do I have? So 10% to health, energy, melee damage, and launch damage. I'm going to go health, probably.
Okay.
No.
You have 4 more?
By spending points, we unlock additional weapon form slot, a personal mod slot, and an additional personal mod slot. Okay, and it looks like we've got a couple more tier 1 abilities, and then everything else gets kind of pricey. I think I'm gonna save the rest. Let's see. So...
Do you think the singing is from the elevator?
Yeah.
Well, it's from the
Well, that's
elevator,
what she
but from the
said.
maintenance officer. Sorry. Not officer. A maintenance wouldn't be an officer, they'd be the janitor. Because the janitor was singing to music before, correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. It's
Unless there's
G for
someone
this.
else.
So we can also get Shatter. Extra energy from headshots. Ooh, extra projectiles fired. Lower spread, damage every kill. Let's grab that. Okay. So the other thing I wanted to look at... I don't trust that right now. So that's clearance level 3. There were a number of things that we saw in when we were wandering around, by the way,
Okay.
that had clearance level 1.
Oh,
if you
so you want
recall.
to try to
Oh, that's
look at
just the
those?
radio. Yeah, so if we wanted to, I don't think it's going to take very long. Unfortunately, I wish they were marked. So I'm pretty sure there wasn't much here.
They're whispers.
But yeah, I think it was here.
Okay, right.
Clearance level 1.
Agent death notification.
Okay, let's read that one. Hey.
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Potts, I regret to inform you that your son... Oh, this is Howard J. Murray. If you want to start reading it, that's okay.
No, you read it. My eyes are kind of tired.
Okay. I regret to inform you that your son, Graham Potts, was killed in active duty this past week. While the details surrounding his death are classified, I am honored to tell you that he died in the service of his country. You can be proud of his courage in the face of danger and his commitment to protecting our nation against her enemies. He'll be remembered by his comrades and colleagues. I sincerely regret the pain that this message will bring you. Take some solace in knowing that his sacrifice helped protect the country he loved so much. His effects will be returned to you with all speed. Okay, so effects as in his personal belongings. Sincerely yours, Howard J. Murray. Or Murray. Deputy Chief of Communications, Federal Bureau of Control. Ah. So whose office was this then? Can you look at the desk?
Very bright.
Oh, they don't have a nameplate either.
Now, this looks more like a video room than anything else, kind of, sort of. Because those are just reels. I'm trying to remember where the other security rooms were. Because we saw a number of locked doors as we walked through. Let's see, but I don't remember where any of them are. And they're not mapped very well.
Yeah, and executive affairs. I don't know if there's any more in this section. You've already seen the boardroom.
Yeah, so I've cleared this whole area out. We've been in the shelter. So I don't really remember. We could look around or we could just make progress. Ah, here we go.
There's one. We don't need to do things.
I think I'm going to stop with the Mad Libs. As funny as they are, we ran out of well, I wouldn't say we ran out of ideas, but
It's a little long.
I think we played it out too.
Mm-hmm. Examination of paranatural topics. Objects of power and their para-utility. Oh, right, the para-utility. That's interesting. Summary. Objects of power unique in their capacity to grant certain individuals paranatural abilities. We call these individuals para-utilitarians. The potency of these abilities depends on the para-utilitarian. Using the blank object of power as an example, some para-utilitarians can achieve a throw distance. Oh, so this would be the disc. Of blank, while others are only capable of as little as blank. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.15. Okay, so he must have demonstrated maybe a couple feet, whereas someone can throw it several more, and it seems like you can throw it, what was it, 20 feet? Or more? Was that what they said?
We can fling it pretty dang far.
What exactly determines an individual's paranatural competence is unknown, but is largely believed that some blank exists within the body, and that, like all muscles, it can be exercised. To continue my analysis, I've officially requested access to the Northmore records, considering he is one of the most accomplished para-utilitarians the Bureau has ever seen. Dr. Darling is still considering this request. Interesting. I wonder who Northmore was.
That was done, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And obviously we have a lot more lore too, but we'll have to read through those later. This is a new room.
Yeah, I think it was just mostly that.
So what we've discovered is there are several of these objects. Sometimes they bond to people and give them special abilities. Not everyone can use them with the same competency level.
Oxygen's pumped into the rooms. There was never any risk of suffocating.
Let's see. That's clearance 4. So definitely ain't getting in there. Oh, this is just
radio?
one of the radios. I was like, I'm pretty sure I got whatever that was, so I'm kind of confused. And this is like this just weird open room for some reason.
Maybe it will have a purpose another time.
Yeah, maybe. I say let's just head for the elevator. We can be thorough. It seems
To get a field lab set up as soon as possible.
it seems like most of these secrets are.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Huh.
Oh.
Okay, so we have 5 levels we can get to. So we're in the executive sector and we're going to maintenance.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
That's concerning.
Ooh. Yeah, enemies will try to flush you out of cover using grenades. Look for the grenade indicator to quickly move to a safe distance.
I get the very distinct feeling we're going to find out that the janitor is actually one of the...
sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ahti. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office.
Yep.
Is Ahti guiding me too?
They did zoom in on the Walkman that he had. Or the cassette player.
Yeah, you're right.
I almost wonder if it's an object of power. It's kind of taken over his mind. Tells him things. Whoa. Alright then.
Security
Didn't need the
clearance
door.
my butt.
Book Club Lopez. So this is Captain Lopez. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, this game gives me a bit of a headache. I think it's the FOV and the fuzziness of everything, so I just kind of zone out when you're reading.
Unless You, review by Captain Lopez. These days, most young adult novels intertwine the coming-of-age story with either a contrived dystopian setting or a tragic romance. Unless You manages to do both. In the story, the protagonist and her love interest search for a cure to a virus called the Fix, which is simultaneously killing her and spreading across the whole world. To find the cure, they go on expeditions into dangerous, uncharted territories. The people all live in walled cities now because of the dystopian future. And along the way, they just have to fall in love. I liked how we never got to know if the fix was ever actually fixed. The ending was bold, especially for young adult fiction. The main character succumbs to the fix when she's so close to the cure and commands her love interest to go on and save the world. She knows that this is the end for her, but that the job can still get done. She dies out in the unknown, alone and surrounded by danger, but never loses sight of the goal. That's a good soldier's death. I give this book a 3 out of 5. I feel most of the teenage angst is still a little lost on me, but I recommend it to my brother's kids. I want to see more of the book club reviews.
We should actually commit to our own book club idea.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll bring the book along while we're up at PAX.
The directorial override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
Ooh, all those maintenance workers.
I think they're soldiers. No.
They're wearing gas masks and stuff. I think they're working the facility.
Yeah, no, you're right. They look creepy. I mean, that's kind of the whole thing with this game.
Up the stairs. Someone. Oh, you...
Ow.
There's tons of people about.
Oh. It's that guy.
More coming down from the ceiling.
I think this is a control point.
Yeah.
Yep, there's a control point. Whoops. Cleansing it. Whee. I love the fact that, like, the building reorganizes itself. When you do... I don't know. The juxtaposition? No, I'm not sure. The difference between, you know, the messed up version and the non-messed up version is
chaos
nice.
and order.
Yeah. But, like, it legitimately feel... They made it legitimately feel like the oldest house is sick. That there's something legitimately wrong with it, as opposed to, oh boy!
That opened
That's
up quite
a
a bit of the
big
facility.
building. It's probably a little bit less interconnected, but still.
Oh, neat. It looks like a little crossbow.
Yeah, it's shotgun. Shatter.
What's that? Oh, I see. Doesn't... Oh. They're coming down from the ceiling then.
Yep. Figure my best bet is just distance.
Oh, are they shooting up from below? Then they're coming up the stairs.
Looks like it. Another guy out there. Luckily, I've got unlimited ammo, so I can kind of just do what I want. I could actually get in here and be a little bit more aggressive.
When you're done, you should look to the left.
There was more of that, like, burning gas stuff.
Now, can you switch freely between the modes, or do you...
Yep, I can switch freely between the modes. I don't know if they share the same ammo pool.
I'm not hearing any more.
Nothing's shooting at me or coming for me.
That's security clearance 4. Oh, someone's there. So it was under you.
Yep.
If they weren't aggroed.
I do love the fact that I do not have limited ammo. It's just a cooldown. So I can't just, like, truly run and gun, but I'm not, like... I'm not super limited. It feels nice. I don't know. After playing Remnant from the Ashes, I was always a little bit...
Where ammo was, yeah, scarce at times.
Yeah,
especially in boss battles.
It was, like, weirdly... Yeah, especially boss battles was kind of one of the things that bothered me.
Oh, can we inspect the main room a little bit more before you head on to this?
True.
Just in case.
True.
Because there were some interesting side corridors. Not that one, the next one. Back
I already did that.
to the
Oh,
right.
I can hear Audie.
And can you look to the right? Oh yeah, it's another cordoned off area. With growths? Interesting.
I don't think that stopped this place from being Bernie gross. So I think we're gonna want to just give that place a pass.
What about that main room?
Which room?
Just go to the right. And then go down. I just want to see what these big machines are. Oh, that's another security clearance 4. So that's for that red room.
Air
Tech,
system
air
protection.
system.
Yeah, so this is like madcap ventilation.
That's what they were discussing, the air. And how they have to keep everything internalized and such. Because you can't have air venting in and out.
Well,
if you know what I mean.
No, they actually have to. Because some of the rooms can get locked off, they have to have all of the rooms.
No, but to the outside world.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's a good point.
Because they don't know if these things can travel on air itself.